find myself getting frustrated over here today. And I haven't even been here but 45 minutes. I can only find one of my things of caulk. I only bought two. Because when I was thinking of the knot holes, I wasn't thinking of how many actual, they're not really bad, but some of the spaces between where two boards were put together are kind of big. And then there was a space in Mom and Dad's room, which I thought they had the less amount of knot holes, but they actually had a layer, the top layer. You know, plywood is thin pieces of long wood all glued together. And 1/2 inch, I don't know what it is, maybe 3 or 4 layers, real thin little pieces. The top layer of one of those little pieces is missing, and it was a big chunk, like a square. It's right up against the wall. It's gonna be, well, the original, it was gonna be where the tanning bed was. I filled it in, but it took probably half of my caulk gun to fill it in. And I got to thinking, caulk, some of the places don't really matter, but some of them do. Okay, Dad's gone. He was coming, just fixing to come in the door, and I had to stop him when I got off the phone. I kind of got off that video real quick because I could see little tails of dogs following him. And I already put Honey and Jensen out. I don't want them to step in the caulk that I already have down in the knots. So anyway, I had to stop him to keep the dogs out. And I went out with him and I asked him, did he know where the other caulk was? He goes, they're both on the back porch. I said, no, Daddy, just one was back there, and it was the one the dogs had chewed the tip on. So I've used that one, it's empty. I need the other one. And he goes, well, it's gonna be somewhere. I've looked everywhere. So it is frustrating when you come to do a job and that was the main job to do today. I mean, I know he's got this laid out here, so he evidently wants it stained. But the job today was to get the caulk in all the holes and cracks. So tomorrow we can come and sweep the rooms, and Mama wants a damp mop and get all the dust, which is good, and then paint them. And I said, well, we don't need to paint the living room until everything is out of here. And if there's any of this stuff that needs to be used in the bathroom, I wish everybody would concentrate on the bathroom. I might have to wait for Daniel to get home and say, look, I need you to give me a day in that bathroom. I need to get that bathtub installed, the hole cut for the drain, and all that done, so then Buddy can come back and do his end. Then we need to finish the wall and bring the vanity over. If Mom has ordered the light, the mirror, and the faucet, then that could be set in place and all that could be done. And the toilet's here. It could be, then we have to do the hole for the flange of the toilet and get all of that done where there's nothing left to do but under the house stuff. Then the bathtub would be where it goes and the toilet would be where it goes. And that room would kind of be done, except for actually, you know, for water to drain and toilets to flush. You need everything done underneath the house. But that would take all these things out of the house, other rooms. Then, or if nothing else, we start working on that when Daniel gets home. But for right now, we need to bring the toilet into here. We need to bring the bathtub into here. Get them 3 rooms completely clean, completely caulked, completely dried, completely swept and mopped, and completely painted until all the way to the hallway, to that doorway that goes into the hall. And then from there, decide what we do next. But it kind of gets like bloop, bloop, bloop. You get here, there's what you need to do the job is gone, so it's disappeared. All right, he wanted me to caulk around this. I was gonna show this to y'all a while ago, but I didn't do it. So when you get those air conditioners, they come with this thin, it's got glue on one side, like sticky tape. And it's as wide as you see it. And I was able to stick it half on the wall and half on the side of the air conditioner. And then I did it all the way under and up the other side. And then I was out of the sticky stuff. It only came with two like little sections of it. So then they have this is the last. See, look at this. This is not even sticking. But this is the thing. This is up here. There's the foam. This is black tape. Okay, so there's the foam. It's really thick. I shoved it in under here because this is where your window would have come down onto this. So I shoved that down in here. And then the last little piece of the sticky stuff I put up here on the top and kind of went half on the wall and half on that foam. And then the only little section was a little corner right here that I just used black tape so it all matched. But this is the thing. As soon as he decides what trim he's going to use and we go get trim, this will be trimmed out and you won't see any of this black. Let me show you that one square real quick. Like, let me turn the camera. So that's a big kind of knot there. It's not a knot. It's actually, like I said in Mom's room, like a piece missing. Here's the knot I stepped in. There's a couple of knots back over there. There's one right there, and there's one over there somewhere. Okay, then I got down. Here's two here, one here, one here. And then coming this way. Mom has this big crack here. I got that done. And there was a knot. There was a knot. There was a knot right there. I think one right there. Then I caulked around that outlet because it doesn't need to be a big one. It wasn't over, the crack was not enough. And this one. This is the big place. See, it's like a perfect square of the top layer of plywood missing. And now it looks like two things fell into it. Dadgummit. Well, we'll have to, oh, this is already started to sit up. Nope, can't get that out. My fingernail made a gouge, not hard enough. Anyway, and I started this one when I ran out. And then I went looking for that other caulk. Couldn't find it. So, let's see, these doorway gaps, they need to be done good. The threshold won't even cover that because it's inside the room. This one is good. This one's a little bit open here, but fits real tight there. And I don't even think that needs to be caulked. It could if I had caulk, if I had some left over. Some of these are so small, they're not going to mess with the flooring. It's completely closed at this end. It's a little bit open down here. This was a big one here. This one's big old hole. It's like half of the knot missing. That's the only two I see in here. Unless there's one underneath that toilet. That needs some caulk around the outside. Like some of these actually need a bigger, just put a bigger one on and cover it all. But some of them just have a little bit of caulk around the edges and that would seal it up fine. Anyway, it's done what I could do until we find more caulk or buy more caulk. So that's stained. This is caulked a little bit to keep the dogs out and everything. That's good. I poured all the stain back in there for him, what was left, which was, this was brand new. So he's basically got a whole gallon of the mixed up already stain that we used on all these. I put a sign on this door. Caulk on floor, no walking inside until tomorrow. I guarantee you that man that lives over there will come over here in a little while and he'll take his camera out, he'll laugh and joke about the sign and then say something like, well, I gotta walk around in there, I got things to do. And he'll walk in there anyway. Probably say, she'll be mad, but I got things to do. And where's he at? Here's his mule, he's got to be somewhere. I would tell him, I don't know where he's at. Probably look in that mule and find my other thing of caulk. Under the house. He couldn't get under that house. He'd have to have Bennett go under the house. See any Caulk back here? Nope. Maybe he's in the camper. Oh, yeah, he's in this camper. Dear me, Moses. I'm in my own house, and it's cool, and it's a pigsty. Levi, there's 3 glasses on that table. No, that's 2 glasses full, 1 empty. That's what people don't realize. When I'm down there, he's doing only the Lord knows here. Well, I know. I find out because when I walk in, I have to pick up 100,000 things. Yes. There's two glasses on the bar also. What is the point of drinking in a different glass every time? He says he didn't mean to. All right, I pulled in to Buddy and Steph's because I was sitting behind the Amazon truck. And then I seen a red car pass and then back up because he dropped their packages at the garage. So I thought it backed up and waited for him to pull out, but I don't think it could see me. So the minute he started pulling forward, I pulled into Buddy and Steph's house. Like I live there. And it went past me to about to maybe the middle of Buddy in the driveway, in Mom and Dad's driveway, but like maybe where her little vegetable stand is, and then it backed up. And that's when I said, see what I mean? In that other video. It backed up. So I put my window down. I said, can I help you? Had to say it a couple of times. She told me the address, and I told her next driveway. Praise God, she did not pull into the dumpster driveway. Praise God, she pulled into mine. So I pulled into the dumpster and went around it and through the trees and parked at the carport. And got out, and she was putting my groceries in that package box. And I know I said I was going to put a sign on it that says, groceries do not go here. And I guess I'm going to have to because they are not reading the instructions in the Walmart website, because it says put them by the front door. That package box is not a front door to anything. Anyway, while I was taking the packages, she was having to take them out of the thing and give them to me. That Amazon man parked on the street because he couldn't get in. He went down and turned around, and then he stopped on the street and come walking down. And as I was telling her, this box is for packages like mail. This is not for groceries. And about that time, he lifted it and dropped the package in. I said, thank you. Do that anymore. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to start locking the refrigerator when I leave to go down there to work. That way he's forced to drink the 1 glass of tea he has, and when it's gone, he drinks water. That's what I need to be doing.
No.
Yes.
I don't like that.
You don't like it, maybe, but the other way means you just do things that are not good for you. No, they're not. Oh my gosh. All right. I'm going to go again. Love y'all. See you later. God bless. Katie, I'm trying to do a video.